When it comes to wedding photography, there are a few rules that I follow on a wedding day to make sure that I've got nice and sharp images that are in focus. So in today's video, I'll share with you my top 3 photography rules that I never break at a wedding. And I'm gonna start right now. So my first rule and number 1 rule is I never shoot slower than 1/160th of a second. Now the reason for this is I don't want to add in accidental motion blur to my photos. You as a photographer can move, the camera can move, as well as the bride and groom. So to get nice and sharp images, I always shoot higher than 1/160th of a second, although there are 2 exceptions. The first exception is if I actually want to add in on-purpose motion blur to my photos, like these photos here. To do this, you're gonna have to shoot at like 1/8 of a second, but remember, this is on purpose, not by accident. And the second reason is if I'm ever using flash. Sometimes I'm shooting at a 50th or 100th of a second just because I'm using flash, which freezes the motion, and again, I don't have to worry about motion blur. But unless I'm using flash or on-purpose motion blur, I never shoot slower than 1/160th of a second. My second rule is all to do with group portraits. If you're photographing more than 4 people, make sure you've got a no shallower aperture of f4. This is because if you've got more people in the shot, there's more than likely they're gonna be kind of off angle, they're not gonna be in a perfect straight line, which means if you're focusing on one person, another person could be out of focus just due to the depth of field of your camera. So more people you shoot with, the higher the aperture. If you're doing maybe 100 people, maybe shoot at f5.6 or f8. But if you're shooting a couple of people, f2 to 2.8 should be okay. But my golden rule, any more than 4, make sure you shoot at f4. And my last rule is to make sure that my camera is shooting in redundant, meaning it's shooting to 2 cards at the same time. It's rarely happened, but it has happened a couple of times where I've got home and I've realized that my actual SD card has corrupted. And if I wasn't doing shooting in redundant, I would have lost all of those photos, and that is something that can never happen, especially on a wedding day. So to make sure that never happens to you, make sure that your camera is always shooting in redundant. If you have a camera that doesn't have dual SD card slots, because there are a few cameras that are like that, then you can go ahead and buy one of these. Get yourself an external hard drive, place all of your photos on there, and making sure you've got plenty of backups. You can never have enough backups. And there we go, there are a few rules that I follow on a wedding day to make sure I've got nice and sharp images, making sure everyone's in focus, and I don't lose any photos on a wedding day. But of course, there are so many more rules out there. So if you can think of one, make sure to write it down in the comments below. I've been James for Photo Fever, and I'll catch you guys next time.